I'm 30M, and I feel like I need to share this with someone. This was the day before yesterday. We had just had a long talk about our financial situation, and I pointed out that we could save some money if I would just shave my head instead of going to the barbershop. She agreed that it would indeed save us some money, and so I decided that I would go about it the same evening since my hair was getting on my nerves. We have a trimmer at home, and it took me about 15 minutes. I'm quite good looking and never had any issues with the ladies in any way, but when I got out of the bathroom, feeling quite good about myself, she wouldn't look at me. I laughed, of course, thought she was just being silly, so I hugged her from behind, took her hand, and put it on my head. She immediately took it back, shivered, whereas I too took a step back. She then started crying, and kept on doing so the entire night. At first, I felt devastated that my wife would react this way to something that I was feeling quite good about. We tried talking about it that same night. She felt ashamed about how she reacted and still couldn't help it. We eventually held each other and fell asleep. The next day I got home from work, and I noticed she wouldn't look at me. I got more and more annoyed as the evening progressed until I went to bed alone. The next day, I texted her from work explaining why I seemed irritated last night, and she still replies that she understands and feel ashamed of her behavior, and I'm not having it. If something as effing trivial as a haircut can make someone who claims to love you go completely bananas, then that's their effing problem. I fully understand that people have preferences, but what the actual F, we've been married for several years, and she's always been into me in every way. Now English isn't my first language, so I apologize in advance for any grammatical errors. Just wanted to vent this and figured that this sub would be a good place to do so. So does anyone have any suggestions on what I should do next? She is right now wondering why it feels like someone died at home, and why I seem uninterested in talking to her.